Hey everyone, I'd like to give you guys a update on natural gas and give you guys a couple tips on how to trade it looking forward. And so last week I was talking about where last Friday where we close around here, I was saying we'll likely get a potential inverse head and shoulders where this $9 range is going to be the resistance, and we'll likely get a slight pullback. We'll probably go straight up to it and then have a slight pullback. So this is pretty much what we get, but the bulls ended up being a lot stronger than I expected. So you guys can see, so this is the left shoulder, and this is the head, and this is the right shoulder. So this was a lot shallower than I expected. I was expecting something a little bit more where we go a little bit lower and then we bounce back up. Essentially, bulls just had a full control and took over on the 4-hour time frame. So we just went straight and shot up. And when we were trading in this range, there's a rising wedge. You guys can see this purple line. So this is the resistance and the support. So the support line was previously a resistance. You can see here, rejected 1, 2, 3 times. We broke above it, and now it became the support. 1, 2, 3. And then on Friday, we broke bullish out of this rising wedge. And you can see the volume and the candles of that break. It went straight up from there. So right now, what I'm looking forward, moving forward, is that we go through the 4-hour time frame, and you have to look at the 12 EMA for the 4-hour time frame here. So the tail looking line is the 12 EMA. You can see this line here. And what I want to see is bulls continue to hold that 12 EMA. You can see we tested here once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So we bounce off of it 5 times. So as long as bulls are still holding this 12 EMA as we go move up, bulls are still in complete full control. So we can we can chop around here, and then the 12 EMA can catch up. And then once we get there, we can bounce off of it again and go higher. Or we're likely get if we do break this 12 EMA, we're likely getting a 4-hour consolidation, meaning a higher low and then higher high. That's a 4-hour consolidation, and then breaking again back to the uptrend. Because so far we've pretty much been shooting straight up. So right now, actually, I'm still holding my position. I have a pretty small position, so I'm not really looking at it much, and I'm just wanting a roughly another 10-20%. I'm in Boyle, which is the tradable ticker for leverage 2x for UNG, meaning if UNG moves up 10%, Boyle would move up 20%. So yeah, so right now I will likely be looking at the next resistance zone will be this cluster here, because you guys can see there's not much resistance going up, to be honest. It's a straight fall down. The psychology here is that the faster it falls, the easier it is for it to go back up. Meaning, because when you don't have buyers, you drop so fast, there's barely any buyers here or here in this area. So when it comes back up, not a lot, even if they wanted to get out, let's say Bob here wants to get out, break even. It's not that much from volume here. So Bob, Joe, Smith wants to get out here. It doesn't matter because the volume of the bulls outweighs the people that wants to sell to break even here in this area. So it's a lot easier for us to move up if it's straight down. There's a little bit of a cluster here, consolidation. So there will likely be a little bit of a resistance in this area. And also we've moved up so fast already. So we'll likely get a chop around or sideways action around this area. So I'll likely take maybe a little bit of profit in this area if we do get to $11, especially if we get there in a very fast pace. The faster we move up to hitting a resistance, the more likely it will reject it the first time. I wouldn't be shorting because natural gas is one of those tickers where it just does whatever the heck it wants. It won't trade like a regular stock ticker. You can see if you try to let's say back here, if you try to short here, it just literally just went straight up. Like there's no way you could have shorted this. Like it would be like overbought and it stays overbought and keeps on getting overbought and just forever overbought. And the same thing as when it drops. Look at this drop. We had a huge drop here, and then and then just stays over sold, and then we just have another drop here. So just for natural gas, try to stay with the trend. Whatever the trend natural gas is trading in, just stick to that trend and don't fight against it, because natural gas is the ticker that would just surprise you. If this was a regular stock ticker, let's say this was like QQQ or SPY or something, there would be a good chance that I would be looking for a short entry for a quick scalp trade. But as with natural gas, we could likely just go shoot straight up, boom, and then get to this level, then maybe consolidate here, see what the bulls want to do. So as of now, I would be still bullish because of the 4-hour 12 EMA. As long as we ride that teal looking line, bulls are in full control. And if it breaks that teal looking line, then we start looking for daily consolidation. Then we'll have to see how the daily consolidation goes. And if it's still, if we have a shallow retracement of the daily time frame, then bulls will still likely be in full control. As of now, there is no daily trend change yet. Wait, let me go to the daily time frame here, and I'll show you guys real quick. So for the daily time frame, you guys can see that we shot straight line up. It's a stair stepping pattern, and I don't count this as a lower high because it's the same day we broke lower and went higher. So I want to see once that 4-hour breaks 12 EMA, then we're looking for a daily consolidation. Meaning daily consolidation means that we have one candle closing below the previous candle. So let's say we get one candle like this here, and the next candle would need to be like this, where we close below the previous low, and then once we break above the previous high, then we have a daily trend change to the uptrend. Right now we're in a neutral trend, because this is a daily downtrend changing into a neutral trend, because it's not a downtrend anymore, but it's not an uptrend yet, because we still need this consolidation to be formed to be called an uptrend. So as of now, I'm still holding my position, and we'll go see how next week goes.